We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. No more training camp, no more exhibitions. The 2018 NFL season on EA Sports is underway. A first carry for a former 49er and also a former Buckeye. It's Carlos Hyde. Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Mayfield now on second down. Over the middle, complete. That's Gordon. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10.
Takes both of them. Let's go. 30.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Roethlisberger. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. He got 29 yards that time. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 24.
Snickers, 66. Set. Blue 30. Double bump. Blue 30.
Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Myles Garrett able to run him down for a loss of a yard. The #1 pick a season ago, proving his worth.
7 sacks in 11 games as a rookie. Didn't play the full year due to some injuries. But he's going to be the face of the franchise on the defensive side of the ball. Myles Garrett, he fills up your screen when he's rushing the passer.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
Focus. Hey, we got 3 down. Set. Focus. Blue 30. Big.
On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. Now Bell. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal. On 3rd and goal, Roethlisberger. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete. The Browns D locked in on 3rd down, brings up 4th.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The Browns heading out on offense, Charles, and everybody knows the story. It's been 10 straight years of losing seasons, 0-16 last year. But it feels like there is some optimism. Is it warranted?
It'll be warranted if they can translate all of that optimism, the draft choices, the free agent pickups, the molding of a team into winning a game and then turning it into at least a modest winning streak. They have a great opportunity here in the opener against the Pittsburgh Steelers, their hated rival. That will make everyone feel better, not just the organization, but all the fans that surround them.
Detroit! Detroit! Leopard! Leopard! Hey! Detroit! Detroit!
The first carry now, this is Johnson. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
2nd down, Mayfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bud Dupree. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. Flush to his right. Now bad hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. And I think the Browns got it. They did.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me, because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. Got an open man, it's Ratley. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. First down carry here for Johnson. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You may also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down.
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Gun!
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Gordon. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. And Gonzalez puts this one through. And that will tie us at 3-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
The Steelers making their way out. It's sort of an interesting offseason for them. You at times get the sense that there's not always complete harmony. But, boy, when you get everyone together and that offense is humming, there's something to watch.
They almost feel like a team that they actually use that works for them, right? Different guys want the ball. Different guys want attention. And then when it's focused on them, they tend to produce. Now, I think on the defensive side of the ball, they got a great rookie season out of T.J. Watt at outside linebacker. But I'm hearing whispers this offseason that Bud Dupree, another outside linebacker, is due for a big season. And if so, they could be back to being known as Blitzburg.
No gain, and it's 2nd down. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. It's complete to Brown, right side. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
And this now 3rd and 11 after that 2nd down completion actually went back a yard. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Baker Mayfield, obviously the #1 pick overall. That was controversial, though. What ultimately made the Browns go in his way?
Well, post-draft, I did hear a Browns executive talk about the efficacy of Baker Mayfield. In other words, how people rally to him, how people respond to him. He talked about seeing him at a workout, how he showed up, yelled out to the other guys. They yelled back with the same response, ran right to him, and they were ready to start the workout. He said things like that and his talent tipped the balance in his favor to go #1.
And it's incomplete. He was trying to force it into his receiver, Landry, and it's 3rd and short. A solid pass breakup that time by Joe Hayden.
Good to see him out there on the field, moving around, playing well. Joe Hayden, if you talk to the NFL guys, When you list the best corners in the game, Joe Hayden's name always comes up for reasons we just saw, just like that.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. The former Buckeye, Cameron Hayward. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. From the gun, Mayfield. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Jarvis Landry, his first touchdown as a Cleveland Brown. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead is now 10-3. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. This offense trots back out there now, and as they do, Charles, one thing to point out that we saw a second ago are some of the new rules in the NFL this year regarding kickoffs.
Yeah, nowadays, the kickoff team, no more running starts. Remember that when you kind of circle a guy around and here he goes? No more. You have to start, close to the ball.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Larry Ogunjobi continuing to fight downfield. The big tackle gets him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Snickers, 66.
On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Roethlisberger now to throw on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off at the 49. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage. But instead, he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. There to stop him, Terrell Edmonds. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Damian Ratley with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead is now 17-3. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go,
And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Jamie Collins leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Here's Roethlisberger. A screen to Bell. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
And he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to wind up in it. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Let's go.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be 2nd down. So they just got the football on an interception. They almost gave it right back the same way.
And, you know, when you look over to the bench after that type of a play, number one is pure relief. Didn't give it up. But it's not the coach you're worried about yelling at you. It's those guys on defense who just intercepted the pass and want to break over there. Hey, take care of the football, man.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
I don't know about you, but I wanted to reach out of the booth and snatch that pass myself. That thing floated forever up there. I think that threw off the timing of the receiver. That's why he couldn't get his feet down even though he caught the ball.
You know, Charles, I would have liked to have seen that.
Yeah, me too.
For you. I wanted to see you reach out and catch that.
Yeah, you know about my hands, huh?
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's taken down. This will be a Browns sack. Now before the 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this 1st half. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Roethlisberger will throw. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. And the Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Going for the deep ball. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And the return will stop right around the 25. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we'll check in for the first time with the newest member of our Madden family. It's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. The second half starts with a carry by Bell. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game. They'll go again with Bell, and to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Scrambling, not particularly a Roethlisberger strong suit, but he does get the job done there and gets a first. Big Ben, with his size, sometimes it still surprises me when he can dance for a first.
He's the preeminent quarterback at taking contact, shedding it, and turning it into a big play. You know what they say about it? It's not the first 3 seconds of the play that you worry about with him. It's the next 3. Takes the hit, and now he creates a big one.
11 more on that one, and another first down. Roethlisberger now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. They'll run it now out of the gun. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Larry Ogunjobi in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He gets it to Brown, complete. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Larry Ogunjobi able to disrupt yet another pass play, his third sack of the afternoon. On second down, here's Roethlisberger. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there of 20 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's second and goal. Second and goal from inside the 5. Now Roethlisberger. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. James Washington with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Steelers have now made this a one-score game. Boswell on now to kick this one away. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more? Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall. An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. A second down throw for Mayfield. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 23 yards on the play. I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Leopard! All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Watch it now, Barney. Detroit! Leopard!
Second down, Mayfield. Got an open man, it's Radley. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards. This quarterback now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. First and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. The linebacker Ryan Shazier there to make the tackle. He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one. Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4.
Leopard! Leopard! All right, now, Lucky 56! Lucky 56!
Mayfield off the play fake. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he's brought down. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
56. Detroit! Detroit! Over!
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Artie Burns, the cornerback, brings him down. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. On 3rd down, Mayfield. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 5 yards that time out of the scramble, but now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
That's fielded in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Emmanuel Ogbah. Coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now it's Roethlisberger. And his throw here's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. To throw here, Roethlisberger. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. They'll run it with Bell. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Roethlisberger. And some room to maneuver. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
66.
A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
Here we go.
The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all he needed. First down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Let's go now.
From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on first down. This is caught. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. Extra point put through by Boswell. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. I don't want to say that they're completely against the wall here, Charles, but all of a sudden, with the run that they've been on the other sideline, this is down to a 3-point game. They got to be careful.
Not much space from their back to the wall, though. So you're exactly right. They've got to be careful here. But this is where the value of note-taking and recall comes into play. What was working earlier? Why was it working? Can you get those types of matchups again? And can you run those plays that'll get you a little bit more breathing room and a little bit of space?
That throw good for 4. It's second down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Mayfield now on second down. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie Terrell Edmonds. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Landry, the intended target. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Goes underneath for Bell. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Second, blue 30.
On second down, it's Bell. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
Let's go now.
He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. They come out here in the eye. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeout.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
8. Set.
They'll try and run it in with Bell. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. How about this Browns defense they've held so far? This is now 3rd and goal.
Alert. Set. Blue 30. Under 10. Low bell. 10. Let's go.
Back to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. James Washington making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Boswell good with the extra point. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. One last shot from Mayfield here. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
It's one of them ones, man. You just in the car, man. It's like when you in the car, you just think about everything, man. Definitely.